The Gina and Maddie podcast.
All right, what's making news, Jenna Jeffries?
Well, celebrity Chappell Roan has gone country. I have not heard this song yet, so I'm about to hear it with you all for the first time together. So she's jumping on the country bandwagon. It's called The Giver. Can we have a listen before I comment?
So I'll start. We can play it in a couple of bits. We can start it from the beginning because it just goes full country straight away. There's no hiding it.
2, 3.
Yeah.
From Pink Pony Club, Chappell Roan, now to The Giver.
Ain't got antlers on my walls, but I sure don't mating. Calls from stars in the bars on a Friday night. Now the boys made me mad, but I can close my eyes and have you wrapped around my fingers like that.
What do you reckon?
She has got a country voice. She can totally pull off a country voice. She's got a little break in her voice happening. Oh, I love it. And see, this is the difference between her and Beyoncé. Beyoncé brought out a country album that didn't sound country. Here she's got real fiddle. There, this is real instruments. It's obviously, it sounds like it's written by country writers, or at least with country writers. I love it. I
think she writes her own music.
Love it. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't look up who wrote it, but compared to the Beyoncé thing, but she says, I've just done a little deep dive. She loves to sing Before He Cheats, which is a classic country song, and Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain. So she's loved country music. She comes from the country and she feels like this is a little tribute to where she comes from, but she has no intention so far of releasing a full country album. But hearing that, I hope she does.
Yeah, she wrote this.
By herself?
With Dan, the same people that wrote her last album as well.
Great. Oh, I love it. Oh, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Love it. In news that pleases both you and I, Maddie, Ted Lasso is returning for season 4. We both love it. It's such a great, heartfelt show with beautiful messages. It's hilarious, so well written. Very, very excited about this. So this is where he's a football coach. He moves, if you've been living under a rock and you didn't realise, he moves to England from America and has no understanding of soccer at all, but he has a great heart and he knows how to make a team perform.
Yeah.
There's some great characters on there like Roy, who's played by Brett Goldstone. Oi! Remember Roy? Oi! And he swears in front of his little niece. He's super cute. And Leslie Higgins, who played Jeremy Swift, who's the guy with the glasses. He's sort of a bit awkward. And Hannah Waddingham, who we adore.
Have you seen her in those new commercials for... Oh, I'm going to say Carnival Cruises.
No.
And she's singing the theme for the Love Boat. They've been rolling around on TV a little bit recently.
Well, she had that Christmas special, was it last year or the year before? She can sing and she's stunningly beautiful. So it looks like the three of those are potentially going to return. I will be there watching. Absolutely love Ted Lasso. I'm not too sure when it comes out.
He spoke to Travis Kelce. This is where it's come out. He came out on the Travis and Jason Kelce podcast.
Oh, really?
Jason Sudeikis, who played Ted Lasso, they were talking to him about it. He's like, yeah, look, you asked me, I'll tell you. We're writing season 4 and Ted is going to be coaching a women's football team.
Oh, my God. Because last time we did a deep dive into this, they were talking about being more of a spin-off series and Ted wasn't coming back. So
that was, a lot of fan theories on that. People are slamming it, though, online, of course, because it's a women's football team. It's like, it's going to go woke. Ted woke Lasso.
Oh.
Would have preferred a spin-off of Richmond FC.
No
one.
It's 2025, people.
Yeah, I know.
No, I will watch that for sure. I love it. Celebrity Donatella Versace steps down. So she's 69 years old. She announces her plans to step down as the chief creative officer of her luxury fashion powerhouse.
Raphael, Leonardo and Michelangelo going to take over? Or
Hey, he's here all week, people. He's here all week. Don't even worry. So did you know she had 2 kids with her late husband, Paul Beck? And remember the whole thing about Allegra? She was going to get like millions and millions of dollars, which she did. I remember seeing that on the news years ago. Well, the brother, Daniel, who didn't get all the money, but he got Gianni's art collection, which is now worth £37 million. So he didn't need to worry about not getting left half of the money.
And didn't he get murdered? The brother got murdered?
Oh, well, he doesn't need that money, does he? I didn't know that bit.
Gina and Maddie.
Okay. Over the weekend, G,
Yeah?
my phone lit up
Oh.
lit up. And normally I get very annoyed when my phone rings. I'm like, well, who's ringing? Just send me a message, all right? Just slide into my DMs. WhatsApp me, all right? But I got a few calls and then quite a few messages going, have you seen the announcement? And I was like, the announcement? What announcement?
Oh.
So, legendary Kenyan runner Eliud Kipchoge will race in this year's Sydney Marathon. Now, Kipchoge is the GOAT of road running marathons.
Yeah.
He is the back-to-back Olympic champion. I think he's run 4 of the fastest ever road marathons. He's probably been at the top of the game for the last 20 years, and they've announced that he's going to come and be sort of like the marquee signing for the marathon in Sydney later this year. And you could only sort of put it in comparison to if it was a country music festival and Willie Nelson was going to headline. You know,
Really?
like it is when in the road running world, he is the best of the best and has been for a very long time. And because this is the first year that the Sydney Marathon is now a world major.
Right.
Like there's only 7 of them in the world. I think they've like invited him along. He's like, yeah, I'm coming.
I never knew anything about marathons until I met you. Learning so much about this.
Right.
I never ever want to go in one. But so they invite like a famous runner, and that will attract more runners. Is that or a crowd?
Well, the thing is, it's already sold out. I think so. It's. I think it's buzz, and also extend the invitation because it is the first time it's a world major. He's never run here before.
Yeah.
Would you like to come? And he's like, yeah, I'm keen. So they put out this like 2-minute hype video of it, and it starts off with him doing a little bit of talking about what running means to him and him coming to Sydney.
It's been another masterclass of marathon running.
Running is my way to explore the spirit of a place. My feet connect me to the ground, the pearls beneath my feet. I am heading to Sydney, Australia, to feel the heartbeat of this ancient land.
He's excited, right? He's pumped to be here. So the video goes for about 2 minutes. You can see some of it here. It's beautifully shot. And there's obviously, landscape shots of Australia, a bit of Sydney, him running through Kenya with his team, shots of him running at some of the marathons around the world, the finishing lines. Now the reason why my phone lit up was you get to 1:10 into the video.
Yeah.
Oh, look, who's that guy?
That's you!
I am featured.
Front and centre, and a big photo, not just right down the back and you got to spot you. It's absolutely obviously
right there.
you.
Me finishing the Sydney Marathon a couple of years ago at the finishing line, revving up the crowd, getting my hands, always the showman, revving the crowd up. And I just thought, what better way to sell the Sydney Marathon with the GOAT, Kipchoge, coming, then putting in a 40-year-old dad of 3 who during that race almost pulled out, vomited twice in Centennial Park, almost didn't finish, called his wife during it in distress going, I don't know if I can finish. I've just vomited, I don't know if I can do this. It was like 32-degree heat.
Oh, my God.
Couldn't keep fluids down, walked for about a kilometre, and then as soon as I got to the finish line, turned it on and started running again. That's exactly how I would imagine they were selling the Sydney Marathon with the GOAT coming.
Maybe they're trying to attract your everyday man to be part of
That's
it.
exactly what it is.
Gina and Maddie.
What have you got for us, Jay?
Crazy Queensland rules. So did you know you can't take a pet goat on a bus in Queensland?
Oh, outrageous!
Outrageous. It's
God.
crazy.
Simone Biles can't catch a bus in Queensland. Either can Nathan Lyon. Outrageous.
You can't reverse for a long distance in Queensland. It's not allowed. Like if you're going to, reverse too far, not allowed. It's illegal to keep a pet rabbit unless you're a magician. I said musician. Yeah, that's the only way because they're considered a serious agricultural pest. So if you're a magician, why am I saying musician and magician? I watched that thing too many times. Where someone's interviewing a famous singer and she says she's a musician and she says, no, sorry.
You know what?
CJ
CJ knows, yeah.
You've got to lock your car even for a quick stop. Under Queensland Road Rules Regulation 213, if you're more than 3 metres away from your vehicle, you must lock it and remove the key. Otherwise, you cop a fine of $100.
Is that just Queensland? You have to, if you're not allowed to leave your car unlocked in New South Wales. I'll Google it.
Yeah, Google it. Taxi drivers have to follow a strict dress code in Queensland. This one's
high socks? Do they have to wear knee-high socks?
Yeah, with the old-fashioned shoes that zip up on the side. You can't challenge someone to a duel. Under Queensland's Criminal Code 1899, duelling is illegal. If you challenge someone to a duel, you could face up to 10 years in prison. Unregistered karaoke could get you in trouble. Some local councils have restrictions on loud singing in public places, including karaoke machines, so you could get fined for that. Street protests require a permit. That's fair enough. Yeah. You're not allowed to ride a bike without a bell. That's also in New South Wales. It's illegal to store more than 50 kilograms of fertiliser without a permit. That's obvious. Okay, so I looked up. I couldn't just let Queensland have those weird rules because I'm from Queensland. I'm a proud Queenslander. I had to check out New South Wales weird rules.
Yeah, so it's the same here on the coast.
You got to have a bell on your bike?
If you're moving more than 3 metres away from your car, the car must be locked and the window secured.
Oh.
And otherwise you can cop a fine.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Okay, so New South Wales, here's a weird one in New South Wales. It's illegal to disrupt a wedding or a funeral. Under Section 56 of the Crimes Act 1900 in New South Wales, interrupting or disturbing a wedding, funeral or religious service is illegal and can result in a fine of up to $1,100 or imprisonment for up to 2 years. So you thought Queensland was weird.
That means like when we were younger, we used to see a wedding and we'd wind down the window and go, "Don't do it! Don't do it!" We could get in trouble.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
You could get fined $1,100. You're not allowed in New South Wales to walk on the right side of the footpath. You've got to stick to the left. I think that's good advice. Don't you hate when you're at Erin Fair and the majority coming towards you on the wrong side? And I'm like, people, you got to stick to the left. We live in Australia. It's illegal in New South Wales to splash mud on a bus passenger. So if you're driving and splash mud on a bus passenger waiting at a stop, you can be fined over $2,000 under New South Wales Road Rules Regulation 291.3. That's true.
There we go.
So don't do that. Changing a light bulb without a licence was once illegal.
Is that why you've never changed a light bulb?
Yeah, I was worried. Yeah, that's why I was worried. If you swear in public in New South Wales, you can get fined up to $660. And this is a good one. You need a license to hang laundry on your balcony in some areas. So if you're living in some bougie apartment, you're not allowed to. You need a permit to hang that out because it does look terrible. Hang on, I dropped a page.
Okay.
It fell down.
Hang on. Let's see.
Have you got page?
Brianna's on the line. Hi, Brianna.
Hi, how you going?
You got a weird rule for us?
Yeah, so I was actually in Cairns in January, and I have a 2.5-year-old. He obviously has to sit in a car seat in New South Wales, but if you're in a taxi or an Uber in Queensland, the toddlers are allowed to sit on your lap as long as they are in a seatbelt on your lap.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I remember one time Jackie was a toddler and we hopped in a taxi at the airport and he was in a seat. I think that guy had a seat ready and I said to him, can you please, Jackie gets car sick and can you please just drive really sort of slowly and don't go fast around the bend? And he did. Yeah. Sure enough, my 2-year-old vomited and this guy had a fake leather jacket on. It went on the back of his leather jacket in his taxi and I said, don't drive crazy like that. I told you he'd vomit. And he was in a car seat though.
Brianna, have you tried to get in a cab or an Uber in New South Wales with the 2-year-old? No. I think it might have changed because I think here as well, for a while you were able to get into an Uber at least or a taxi without having to, because I've had to do a pickup when I've been at a long lunch and Bella got called out for a job and I'm like, well, I can't go to, I did the walk of shame going to a preschool in an Uber after having a very long lunch. I'm just here to pick up Billy. and I'm pretty sure at that point we're allowed to do it as well. Yeah, there you go. Weird rules. Love it.
The Gina and Maddie Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.